Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. It's on the south side. As the US player, going for an extra engineer, we have Angojeep. So on the north side, as the Panzer Elite player, we have IntergralWojtek. Or Wojtek? Wojtek. He's trying to stream snipe. I'm not sure if he plays streams, but that sounds like if you're hoping to play against him, that's usually a sign of stream sniping.
Point is ours. Engineer squad ready for action.
Another engineer has been deployed on out. Barracks is going to be up very shortly. We do have of course, the Kettengrad capture this munitions point. Well, the Panzer Grenadiers and capture up this cutoff point. Only one Kettengrad, so it's going to be 3 engineers versus 1 Kettengrad. So there's going to be a lot of Panzer Grenadiers out versus a number of riflemen. But looks like the Panzer Elite players going down the left side, while the US players largely going up the right side, while this engineer will be capturing up these 2 safe points.
Construction detail, our work is done here.
Construction detail. Oh, lay down some sandbags there. Panzer Grenadiers making their way forward. They will spot this engineer squad. And seeing both those Panzer Grenadiers there, make an idea what's going for. But we actually do have a late Kettengrad here, in which the engineers will spot them.
Losing ground out there.
And he's trying to bully him off that point, and does get the decapture there. How rude. He is going to be eyed for this cutoff point. Will not be a good cutoff point. While these 2 points will be decaptured. So he's going for a decapture play. Best not to capture them all the way because he's not in supply. Or he is going to capture them all the way. Interesting. Kettengrad's doing a good job of distracting his opponent.
Engineers reporting point capture. Engineers, saddle up.
And so far we still just have the 1 rifleman.
We got a full combat load.
Second rifleman being deployed out, likely will be brought on into the left side of the map.
Rifle squad ready for action. We got a full combat load.
Riflemen eyeing to push their way forward. There's a lot of light cover here, as well as a bit of heavy cover. Yeah, this tree does provide heavy cover.
Engineers taking heat.
Engineers will get the cutoff point, which is very useful. Has once pushed quite a bit on the left side, but didn't have anything to protect this point over here. Engineers, however, getting ripped apart by a long-range fire. Riflemen are advancing. And he will spot all these squads here, so this rifleman squad will get overwhelmed quite easily. It does fall back very early.
We're Johnny on the spot with a 50. Jeep deployed.
Kettengrad will be capturing up that cutoff point, getting this idea from his opponent. 30 cal is on its way forward. 30 cal mounted on top of Jeep, I should say. And won't be able to bully these guys off the point. Nope, he will not be able to bully off the guys off those point. Riflemen or engineers eyeing to capture the left side of the map right now.
Jeep has heavy contact.
Now we got the Jeep, engineers eyeing to roll on around, but looks like it's going to bring them over here in order to get that Jeep repaired. Up north, we have these engineers eyeing to capture the VP. Rifleman's going pretty far deep in, and he is going to get this cutoff point here. It is a form of a cutoff point. Nope, he's not. Going to the munitions point to the far left.
Forward supply lines are broken. Engineers, good to go.
The Panzer Grenadiers are capturing the right side of the map. He has repaired a little bit on that Kettengrad.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply. We're losing ground out there.
Panzer riflemen are severely wounded. They do back off into a bit of light cover. We do have this engineer squad, and that rifleman squad could have come over to respond. Fresh rifleman has been deployed on out. And the riflemen are still actually there. And that engineer squad does fall back with the 30 cal Jeep and the rifleman charging forward. He'll be able to knock them, should be able to push them back, no problem.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Now behind the mass capture the right side of the map, while the left side, or the left side of the map and the right side, it does still have a lot of units over here.
Supply lines are broken.
And the Panzer Grenadiers are still quite healthy. And it's right now 4 Panzer Grenadiers deployed on out. As our engineer was here at one point in time. And the Kaliningrad will be eyeing to capture this point. Overall, just a lot of map exchange, but overall feels like it's been in favor of the Panzer Grenadiers, the Panzer Elite player.
It's too hot! Take it fire! Objective secured. Rifle squad defending.
Jeep's getting some good damage there onto the Panzer Grenadiers, as riflemen are starting to advance. Does get a good kill there. And now we've got the G43 squad and regular squad pushing the way forward. Do have a incendiary grenade there. We may see another incendiary grenade there. No, we do not. Now we do have a triage center to heal up these forces. This rifleman squad do need to get back to that triage center as soon as possible. This one could use it as well, but nothing too... It is pretty bad, but not critical. Dutch rifleman is receiving a bit of fire here. We may see incendiary grenade. Yeah, we do see 2 incendiary grenades there. He's throwing out all of his munitions right there. And this rifleman squad, severely wounded, may want to fall back after this engagement in order to use that triage center. Does fall back right there, able to get up a pretty good heal.
We are losing a victory point.
Right side, Kaliningrad is captured the VP, while this engineer is going straight for the fuel point. Jeep and Kaliningrad are dancing around each other. Ooh, and that rifleman squad need to fall back. That's way too wounded. He's actually prone to being wiped right now. Both these rifleman squads need to fall back. They're severely wounded. This 3-man rifleman squad could potentially get wiped, but nope, does not get pursued. Now the Panzer Grenadiers are starting to make their advance. The Jeep will get overwhelmed quite easily with the number of these rifles firing. And it does a good job pursuing the Jeep as well. May get in the low damaged engine state relatively soon. Nope, he does not. Big push out over here. A lot of rifleman squads eyeing to capture some points. The engineers have captured the fuel point. Or is capturing the fuel point, I should say.
Supply yard is now in action.
Supply yard has been deployed in the back end of the map. And does stop the capture of that fuel point once again. Rifleman not fully reinforced. It is at Veteran C1, however. Engineers making their advance. Maybe get some good damage there. It does throw an incendiary grenade there on top of the rifleman.
We're losing ground out there.
And the engineer squad is falling on back as well. Jeep and riflemen making their advance. There's could be some suppressive fire there by the Panzer Grenadiers. Nope, he's going to throw an incendiary grenade. Does get one right there, but burns up his own squad quite a bit. None of the rifleman models went down in that game. That one is quite wounded. Oh, on the right side, we got these points being captured on up. It is starting to secure up the left side of the map. There is a rifleman squad in this garrison. 2 windows on this side. Does receive a scenic grenade there, but there's plenty of windows on this side. The cannon grad may go down. Nope, he does not focus it down. And we do have a bunch of forces coming through this gate now. Scenery effect still burning up these riflemen quite significantly. There's also now 2 G43s here. I'm not sure how many G43s he has in total. But this rifleman squad will need back out of there relatively soon because he's about to get burned alive. Speaking of being burned alive, does use a suppressive fire mode there on the flamer engineers.
We're losing a munition sector.
Using that ability like that on the engineers is really not worth it.
Construction finished.
Construction finished. Oh, he laid down some landmines. Multiple landmines back at home. Interesting. I can see 1, but 2, not so much.
We're losing ground out there.
And that's the ball game. Construction finished.
We do have a Panzer support command. Let's take a quick look at... And it's going for a Panzer 4C. Interesting. I do like the Panzer 4C, that's for sure. That's a good anti-infantry unit. And we don't have a motor pool just yet either. Actually, we do have a motor pool going on down. So potentially could be an AT gun. And Greyhound will have trouble versus the Panzer 4C, especially against the armor skirts. We're able to get some machine gun bursts there. And getting some good hits there on those riflemen. Staying at long range. There's at least 3 G43 squads deployed on out. Over here, riflemen making their way forward. Hopefully, has some sort of frag grenade research because it doesn't look like he'll be able to do much at this range. And this landmine, multiple landmines have been spotted. He does detonate every single one of them. That's why he only laid down 1 landmine. But that landmine those landmines do manage to snare the engine of the Panzer 4C. No sticky bomb research. Going for an AT gun, very understandable. Getting around the far side. And does set on up there.
Support rapid deployment.
Looks like he's not going to try to back away. He's going to try to pack on up and engage the AT gun as it gets deployed. Heard light vehicle knocked out. Was that his Jeep? That may have been his Jeep.
We have the point, and we're damn well gonna keep it.
Apparently these rounds can bounce on the HQ.
Supply lines are broken.
Rangers are advancing. Does get one just shot there, but looks like it bounced. And these guys too get suppressed by the setup 30 cal, the 30 cal emplacement. Even though it's missing its flap, it still actually has plenty of health remaining.
Anti-tank deployed.
And with that anti-tank gun deployed at point blank, good hits there by the bazookas. Just retarget towards the AT gun.
We're losing ground out there.
Main gun destroyed, and that is dead.
We have territory out of supply.
That should be dead.
What say we lock it down?
I think he's going to give the veterans to the Rangers.
Rifle squad taking fire.
Supply
Are you
lines
serious?
broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Just get it killed. With that carcass down, multiple rear armor hits there, very nice. So that Panzer 4C received quite a bit of free hits there from the Ranger. The Ranger could fire it up along the left side. I'm not sure what the AT gun's actually doing. Multiple hits there, main gun destroyed. And 2 Panzer 4Cs are now down. Flamer and Rifleman push very far forward. Left side of the map is completely forfeited.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Flamer Engineer could get some good hits there. Trying the pack abuse? I'm not familiar with the pack abuse.
Rifle
Front lines are collapsing.
Riflemen do fall back right there. Engineers capture the fuel point.
Engineers, take it heat.
Panzer Grenadiers are making their way forward. A lot of the map is still unsecure. He's actually at pop cap,
Rifleman squad.
which will prevent him from reinforcing a lot of these squads. The 6-man squad should start capturing the left side of the map.
Forward supply lines are broken.
And he's repairing up the AT gun. The AT gun's at veterancy 2. That's quite a bit of veterancy. And more landmines to be deployed now. He's using reserve munitions there.
Point is ours.
If you move the pack and then cancel it as it fires,
For army work.
it fires faster than normal cooldowns between shots. Never seen it on the US before. I'm not sure if it works the same, but he's trying it. Okay, so sort of like how people believe in CS:GO, firing the op and then switching between the weapon and back will make it fire faster. Though in CS:GO that doesn't actually work.
They opened up on us. Under heavy fire.
They're taking one of our points.
It does suppress and pin that engineer. Incendiary grenade thrown.
Rangers here.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
I was too close. Just too freaking close.
Panzer Grenadiers trying to circle the way over here, trying to engage these forces that are advancing.
Listen up.
And does not get the decapture on that point. AT gun is falling back. He really needs to keep that AT gun alive. A Vet 2 AT gun is going to be very valuable.
We're losing ground out there.
But it looks like it will likely get overran. Nothing here to save it relatively anytime soon.
Taking fire.
Got hostiles in the compound.
Does drop a model there, and there goes another model. So it does lose efficiency. Shame, but it happens. It does work for packs. I lost many tanks because you can't get out of range because when they pack abuse. Normally I'm fine escaping. Huh.
Fire here.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Rangers are pushing their way forward. We may see a frag grenade over here from the Rangers. Incendiary grenade gets thrown, burning them up a little bit. Another incendiary grenade's thrown, throwing all of his munitions right there.
Ready to move.
Retreats back his other rifleman squad as well, while this one's going to stay in the mix.
AT deployed. Taking heat. Rifle squad has the objective. Coming. Engineers getting hammered out here.
Overall, great field control there by the Panzer Elite player, though the tickets are still in favor of the US player by a small margin. Now he's gone for an introduction.
We hold
What?
the initiative. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas.
Do have Panthers now available. I was going to say what doctrine he's gone for. I'm not sure he's even selected doctrine. Let's see, 1 command point, so he has gone for doctrine. And the base of the things that we lack to see on the map or on the queue, I have a feeling he maybe has gone for
Upgraded unit ready.
Scorched Earth, but I don't see any booby traps, so maybe it's armor, tank hunter doctrine. Let's see, one side is what, telemines, arm-piercing rounds, and that would be all his command points, right? So I think he's gone for either tank hunter or scorched earth. Panthers now making their way forward. Does receive 2 bounces there.
Achtung, Panther battle groups are ready for requisition.
Incendiary grenade.
Lost
Oh,
a unit.
that was a pretty good frag grenade. I got so used to seeing who's throwing incendiary grenades, but that's a 1 squad wipe there on the Panzer Grenadiers. Very nice. So now he's down to
The enemy
5
is
squads of
weakening
Panzer
even
Grenadiers.
now.
1 AT gun does go down. He does have another one still up and ready. Because not exactly hitting these vehicles. May see sticky bomb research relatively soon. Trying to capture that point, or that weapon, does get it secured. And double bounce there. Lots of damage coming out on that Panther, however, from those deflections. There was at least one, or if not two, pens there. Yeah, that's definitely out of range.
Send orders.
We are losing a munitions depot. We have gained the momentum on the field. We have been provided with advanced repair capabilities.
Advanced repair, so he now is able to repair that Panther up quicker, which is going to be very important. Rifleman in range moving forward. Rangers have not been upgraded with Thompson, so he does want to keep it as an anti-vehicle ranger, which is a good idea. That looks like a great spot for a frag grenade, but looks like they got flinched from the bazooka shots.
Our territory.
We await your command.
Kaliningrad will capture up that munitions point.
Attention, the enemy advances.
And some of these points are being decaptured. Up north, we do have the two Panthers, both of them quite wounded.
We are losing ground.
And the AT guns are getting repaired up. Very nice. Do we see sticky bomb research? I don't believe we see sticky bombs just yet. One squad of STGs have been deployed on out. Yeah, but Kaliningrad will be quite concerned about bazookas, since he can't exactly shoot back at them. Good hit there.
Forward supply lines are broken.
And multiple good hits there on the engineer squad.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Okay, that was a bit lucky, I would say. Rifleman receiving quite a bit of fire there from these G43s. The other squad is being upgraded with MP44s as well. That squad will be able to escape on out of there.
Squad sizes are now possible.
Now he has the 4-man squad upgrade. Very nice. This is going to be very useful for the STGs, seeing that they get still an extra STG model as well as the health. While the G43 model squads could always use some extra men, because extra rifles never hurt as well. We may see a frag grenade, and city grenade does come forward. And that flamer is getting some great AoE damage in. Rifleman eyeing to engage from the flank, in a bit of light cover up there, but this one is charging forward. These guys have been just on open ground this entire time, so they will sustain quite a bit extra damage there. Veteran C2 Rifleman charging on forward.
We are losing a sector.
Let's see, he threw out a frag grenade there. And I still don't know what doctrine he's gone for. He must have gone for Tank Hunter, right? Because by now, if he would have gone for Scorched Earth, he would have booby traps everywhere.
The enemy is attacking a petrol depot.
SEG squad does get the drop on those riflemen. But it does manage to run away with all of the models, probably thanks to that Veteran C2. Two squads of riflemen are engaged in that STG squad, and the flamer here can do some good work as well, but if not, they did not get ripped apart by that STG squad.
Ready to pass on orders.
Capture that munitions point. We do have the two Panthers rotating on over. One is not fully repaired just yet, and we have the AT guns here and here. All these points are being captured on up. So he has gone for Scorched Earth. Okay. I was more and more convinced he went for Tank Hunter because there's just no booby traps anywhere. But now we do have Hummels. He does have enough for a Hummel. And these AT guns do get a pair of bounce there, splitting their fire as well. Though one of the Panthers are severely wounded. Kenninggrad, of course, will be forced back. These G43s are just sort of moving everywhere, not utilizing cover whatsoever. Does use a suppressive fire ability there on the retreat. And does get the full wipe there. He's not going to be happy about that. Does get a sniper shot off there. Does use suppressive fire there, trying to hunt down that sniper. Does escape on out of there. Engineer squad will need to fall back. They're going to get ripped apart. Hummel has been deployed on out. And this should take out these AT guns quite easily. Sniper now picking away at against these G43 squads. Ooh, and there goes another rifleman squad there while the Hummel's charged firing and does get the kill there on that sniper. Frag grenade thrown. Let's see, she only has the frag grenades on the Rangers. Must not have frag grenade research for the riflemen.
Hummel, self-propelled howitzers are available to take the field.
2 Panthers and a Hummel.
We are losing territory.
He's a bit low on manpower at the moment. Do you have the Thompson upgrade there on the Rangers? They do have Veterancy 1 as well.
Reinforcements ready to roll.
Riflemen won't be able to do much versus Panthers. Bazookas may be able to get some hits there. One miss. And they do fall back there now. The squad was quite separated as well, so the second bazooka did not fire.
Rifle squad taking fire! Moving!
AT gun does roll a bounce there. The Hummel probably still on cooldown, so won't be able to barrage these AT guns just yet. This one is blocked by a hedge.
Got hostiles in the compound. Base is under attack.
We're losing them as fast as we can. Fire on our position! Pounded out of us!
Well, maybe we did pack abuse. Maybe did not. I'm not sure.
Taking casualties.
But right there, that looked like just not pack abuse. They were just sort of just set up there.
Rangers!
Over here, we do got these G43 squads. Like we're going to see, yep, do have the slow there.
Base is under enemy fire.
And there goes our rifleman. That was a Vet 2 rifleman now down.
They're going after a fuel point. One of
He
ours.
does get some engine damage there, and the AT gun does find a good hit there as well. No additional shots there by the AT gun, but the bazookas will be able to take him out.
Enemy unit down.
Get us a field commendation. Get your kit and form up.
Over on the right side, we do have the G43s captured these points.
Need something? I get a Panzer taking charge.
Good hits there.
Taking full on fire here.
The Rangers are Veterancy 2, so they potentially could get some work done, but there's now 2 STG squads, both with level 1 accuracy. Does throw a frag grenade there. Doesn't get the retreating squad. And now we do have off-map combat groups. Maybe I'll get some good luck with those spawns. Honestly, even a mortar wouldn't be half bad, because the mortars would at least draw fire away from the draw the fire of the Hummel. He has 1 Panther, 1 Hummel. You'll likely see, based on his current opponent's composition, a second Hummel wouldn't be entirely half bad. He has plenty of infantry at the moment. And they're all reinforced as well.
Initiating defensive operations. We're losing ground out
Hummel,
there.
Ein to Barrage looks at the VP. They do have a 30 cal to point out. That's likely from up map combat group. He does have a mortar out as well.
57 mil at your service.
And an extra AT gun. So it looks like we got a second AT gun, a mortar, and an MG from that off map combat group.
What are my coordinates?
One of our units was annihilated.
AT gun does get decrued. Does suppress the Ranger squad with the G43s. Does use fired up, but fired up only breaks suppression, doesn't break slow effects. We may see some a frag grenade there, but the Thompson Rangers will rip apart that squad, no problem. 30 cal still here. Looks like some rifleman models went down. He still has 2 riflemen. And has lost one of his AT guns as well. It's downed right there. Very, very wounded. And the Panther can't hit the broadside of a barn. Seriously, Panther? You can't shoot that? Okay, I'm not sure why the Panthers keeps on missing. Mortar crew
Awaiting your orders, sir.
pushes his way forward. Does get the kill there on the AT gun.
What are my coordinates?
Enemy fire! Get down!
Mortar crew does immediately fall back. The rifleman squad will fall back as well. And the Panther will get repaired.
Anti-tank crew, ready.
What are my coordinates?
Both AT guns are quite staggered, so they won't be barraged by a single Hummel barrage.
Taking small arms fire!
Looks like the engineers will push on forward. The riflemen will receive quite a bit of fire there since the
fuel
Vet
point is being
3
seized.
accuracy. Panzer Grenadier does throw a frag out there, but of course he does dodge it.
Feeling about this, Sarge.
Panther not fully healed, but do have a 30 cal.
Crew, look alive.
AT gun trying to hit that Panther. These STG squads will overwhelm these AT guns, no problem. And looks like the 30 cal will fall back.
Squad is taking small arms fire! AT squad under fire!
And that AT gun will get decrewed. He may claim that AT gun for himself, but no, throws out a pair of AT grenades. Doesn't get the kill
The
there.
enemy is down to 300 points. This is under
What are my
attack.
coordinates?
30 cal has fell back a bit.
What he's doing?
And we do have a double capture, triple capture actually by the US player with tickets. So this game will continue on. The AT gun will get destroyed. We do have Vet 3 Rangers here. Throws out a frag, taking out 2 of the models there. He may get a wipe there on that
Enemy unit
SCG squad.
down.
Yes, he does. Vet 3 Rangers take no prisoners. Just produces a lot of casualties. Hummel.
The enemy is after us.
So Hummel's barrage in the base.
Base is under attack.
And this is the cutoff point here, so he's denying that munitions to come. The fuel point comes sort of pointless at this probably for the Panzer Leaf player.
Got enemy troop movement.
Riflemen start making that advance. He probably has sticky bomb research.
Operation posts report we are losing a sector.
Panthers at level 1 defense veteran C. We do have the sprint ability being utilized there, I believe. Yes, that's not a retreat, that's a sprint. Though it could use a full retreat. Sticky bomb will connect. He does have access to 1 AT gun, which is on the other side of the map. So the engine will be damaged, preventing the Panther from going back in for quite some time.
Guys, listen up.
And the engineers will continue to capture that point. Fresh STG squad has been deployed. Good damage there on that engineer, and they will get pursued down.
Casualties being reported. We have a threat to our victory point.
He's pretty close to another off-map combat group.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply. Losing a victory point. We are losing a victory point.
Oh, Hummel's raining another barrage over here. Does claim more than ranged models.
Supply lines are broken. The enemy is after our victory out of supply.
Off-map combat group. Looks like he does get a Greyhound, AT gun, and a mortar, and a rifleman. So overall, a lot of the AT gun and the rifleman is actually important. He does need more riflemen. The Greyhound could be quite useful to hit the flanks where the Panther's not. He only is fighting against one Panther at the moment, so the Greyhound to hit the other side of the map can be quite useful, especially versus the G43s and the STGs, though it does have to be worried about those AT grenades, which you may or may not realize his opponent does have. Sticky Bomb does come forward. Bounce there. Engine damage there. And the mortar is going to charge on forward. And the Greyhound will force back the right flank as the Panther is on the left flank, getting some great damage in as I start hitting my microphone repeatedly. 30 cal will capture the VP, so it's going to be a VP game. Booby Trap has been triggered. Does receive a bit of damage there, does lose a model there. And he's going to be boom trap up that point as well.
We have a threat to our victory point.
Oh, Hummel raining a barrage in somewhere. Let's just try to hit that barracks. Barracks is being upgraded with bars, getting some extra bar. Oh, he's denied the bars. He's really loaded the bar of his opponent. 30 cal squad.
Infantry squad
We'll get fully wiped there. Over here, rifleman will be, or mortar team will be captured that munitions point, but likely will get wiped. I think that's a suicidal one. I don't think he really cares about the mortars. Yep, mortars get wiped out, bleeding off some veterancy to its opponent on this squad. Two rifleman squad here, so may see some defensive frags to prevent the advance. Does dodge that one.
Munitions point under attack.
And it could be go for the off-map house shoot, right? You got the damage into there from the AT grenades? No, from a light AT half-track. Very nice. Destroyed engine entirely. Mortar puts there, including AT grenades. And there goes that Greyhound.
Rangers back at full fighting strength.
Long-range artillery is awaiting coordinates.
Off-map power shoots now available. You got the 1, 2, 3 Panzer Grenadiers here. The G43 squad does fall back. He has 3 STG squads.
We're drawing too much fire.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your name because I have no... Oh, Sky SOXP2. There's parentheses behind that name. Ranger Squad is making his advance, making some good damage there on the STGs, but there's way too many STGs for them to stick around for too long. Those are frag grenade, does dodge it. Yep, and there's a sustaining bit of abuse, but did drop on the Thompson models, not the bazooka models. And he actually is surviving. Can't handle last guy, but still. Oh boy, that's a lot of abuse. He sustained and dealt. No, that's light TF track, not a second Hummel.
What are my coordinates?
They say T-Gun will be recruited by the engineer squad, so he did sacrifice the engineer squad there. That must have been a mistake. That gun needed repairs, not crewing by the engineers.
Rifle squad taking fire.
Riflemen do fall back. He actually has no more engineers, so he did crew this, lose a squad, his last engineer squad right there. And I think the US player has backed out of the game. See, he cast in first, so yep, the US player has backed out of the game. Here I thought we were going to see some really big comeback of Rangers, but I guess not. Well, either way, this is Angojeep saying thank you for watching.